I'm just in the unpacking phase. It ain't even about like not with you or nothing like that, because I want him to, like, even if he watching these interviews, I want him to just understand why I feel like it shouldn't happen again, because I'm not gonna be able to look at you the same. Right. No matter what. We can go get $1 trillion together. I'm still not gonna be able to look at you the way I looked at you before we went to jail. So for your own good, it's better to just like, shit. I love you to death. I know you love me. We love each other to death. And we just go on our own ways, and we just shit. You know how this shit go. You just sometimes you do that. You just, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Leo Cohen and Jay-Z split up. Right. They still friends. They still cool. Whatever they got going on, both of them got their business. They living their life. They doing what they doing. You know, it's no hard feeling. I feel like shit. And for my good too. Like, I ain't gonna be able to look at you the same. So I feel I'm just.
What it do, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Back at it, and y'all hear what it is, right? Thugger might have squashed the issue with YF and Lucci, man, but with Gunna, man, it can just never go that way. He could never look at him the same. Gunna he broke the rules in a major way, man. And I want to know what everyone thinks out there, man, with the recent developments with Thugger, man. Are you looking at him as a snitch and a hypocrite? Or are you looking at him a little different, but not necessarily a snitch, but you think he ain't cut like that? And what do you think about this issue with Gunna, man, and him squashing the beef with Lucci? And what about that fucking crazy track he dropped with the N-word in it? Like, I'm totally lost on that one, man. But Gunna it can never be the same, right? We can have love for each other, which in reality is like, those comments I think were kind of a slick jab, right? Like, man, there ain't no love. Like, you was my brother, you was that dude, you was a special individual to me. Pause. Not like that, but not no more, man. It can just never be the same. Then this had me cracking up, man. I know y'all had to see this on the timeline. Neo done ghost wrote for a lot of R&B artists out there, man. But he ain't playing with motherfuckers coming up on the stage, man. Get your ass up out of here. I was dying when I seen that one. And then last up, man, the Capo.
I see. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
So have you been seeing Hocus 4/5 doing put the flag down?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
To each his own, you heard? But I think it's a way to do everything. I think that the positive message that he's trying to push, he didn't have to drop his flag to do so. You heard? Uh-huh. Like, we in a war right now, you heard? And us being in a position and for the things that people see us for is even going to work two ways for us. Negative or positive is how you paint the picture. I've been turning this picture into a positive situation for a long time. I ain't the perfect person. I know what I chose to get into. I know the brotherhood that I'm a part of, and I know why I'm here. The reasons I started with are not the reasons that I'm ending with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a real solid place where I can help a lot of these kids that grew up misplaced and just in the hood with nothing to look forward to, and nothing. Like, I can help that. I can help offset that. And even if I can help one person, then I know I did my job, and maybe that one person can help somebody else. But people put themselves in certain situations, and I don't know in certain situations, so I just don't want to talk bad about nobody that's probably trying to get himself out of whatever he's into. But I do know for a fact that this is a little bit deeper than dropping a flag for me. You heard? Like, I started something that has destroyed a lot of lives, that had put a lot of people in danger. Like, I know that wholeheartedly. I take accountability for everything that I do. You heard? But in the flip side is that I'm still here, and I'm still moving with my brotherhood, and I'm showing them a positive thing. What I've done has not been done where I'm from. You heard? So when they look at me and they see me being a businessman, an executive, an artist, a successful person, a good father, I'm changing the narrative for all people that's affiliated with gang and had to come up through gang culture because they never had the brotherhood that they needed to. We don't have that support system coming up outside. It's lonely outside.
You're taking advantage of
100%. 100%. There's nothing pretty about this lifestyle. I'm not trying to paint a pretty picture. You heard? It's a disgusting lifestyle.
So check this out, man. Jimmy, he's saying a whole lot there about the whole drop my flag challenge. And in the beginning, he laughed. It felt like he was kind of type trying to diss it. I don't know. You let me know if you feel that way as well. But when Jim is saying, I brought this gang life and all this to New York, and like this ain't glamorous, you know what I mean? Like these dudes just, they want the camaraderie, the family that they never had. That is true in some instances, no question, right? People want to have friends, want to have loved ones, want to have a support system, want to have a sense of community, a sense of belonging. That is an actual factual. But let's not act like, for one, Jimmy wasn't out here glorifying the fuck out of bringing the blood gang ish to New York as far as like rap goes and shit like that. I mean, as far as the way Jimmy tells it, he just brought it to New York, period, really. And he glamorized the fuck out of it. And let's not act like a lot of these individuals getting on this gang ish ain't doing it trying to be cool and thinking it's glamorous and all that. Like, that's the part Jimmy's leaving out there. Not everyone who wants to rep a set and all that, it's not all about a sense of belonging and, you know, running with the squad and all that. There's a lot of cats that just think, yo, I'm cool, I'm blood like Jimmy, I'm blood like such and such, you know what I mean, throwing up the gang sign. Especially nowadays, man, I keep talking about this in this new era we live in, man, with this blogosphere shit. There's a lot of individuals, man, that get online, they start seeing the gang signs, they learn how to try to throw them up the best that they can, where they feel like they're really like that, like they can go out and cap like they're banging. They do all this research online and they start believing they're gang, man. It's despicable. It's like a full-blown motherfucking identity crisis out here. Crises. Suburban ass motherfuckers be doing it too. Some cats from the hood be out here capping like that, just on some straight cornball type timing. And then you know what happens too to a lot of motherfuckers who are online and they got a little bit of money to spread around. They get tapped in with cats that really are about that life, and they go, hey, I'll let him think he's gang, man, and I'll bleed him for everything I can get up out of him, you know? And like, yeah, you're down. You're part of the set. Pay me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that has happened. We've seen it with some of the weird ass individuals that have popped up in this blogosphere era. But there you have it, Jimmy talking about the drop my flag challenge. Like, you don't have to drop your flag to become positive with the gang lifestyle. You can like, he's an inspiration to everyone, and I in some ways feel that that's a stretch as well. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not a lie. That's facts that Jim was out here, you know, blood ganging it and all that, nitrate gangster, Treyway-ish and everything. And he's gets paid in the fashion world. He gets paid in the hip hop world. He gets like, he's doing all this big business. But I don't know, man. It's like, let's keep it real. Not everyone that tries to attempt those type of lifestyles and that type of success is going to achieve it. The vast majority won't. That's just the truth. And, like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of a stretch what Jimmy's saying. And then let's not forget, man, I always say, ain't no one ever going to convince me that Jim Jones was not a federal informant. I don't give two fucks what anyone says about that super violate-ish. Is a RICO case. They got you on the jack. You were calling some type of shots. That's participating in the criminal enterprise, man. They were locking people up for whatever. And for him to get caught out there like that and strategically be talking about, yeah, yo, we just got a dump on him and his security. They won't want to protect him no more. Some of them are off-duty cops. You know what I'm saying? And Shotty needs to be very articulate and let him know he was never really a gang member like that. Like, there's just no way, man. You know what I mean? That, to me, sounds like he's handing down orders and they don't pick you up in the RICO, and then you got these other cases that don't go nowhere neither. And Jimmy done got himself in a lot of shit over the years, and all them cases always seem to go away. Like, I don't know, man. No one can convince me. Maybe you disagree with me. You know what I'm saying? Leave it in the comments below. Everything we touched on, tapped in on. You know what I'm saying? If you're new over here, make sure to subscribe and coffee talk it up with me in the comments. But that's going to do it for this one. Thugger, Neo, the Capo. I'm gone. Sub up.